Hey guys, and finally we are live, and I'm happy to see all the members right here. I hope that everything is working. I hope that you see me. I hope that you see the chart, and I hope that you hear my voice. And at the beginning of this week, many of you texted me asking to do a live session on Wednesday at the middle of the in the middle of the trading week. So I decided to talk to you discussing the US session opening. As always, traders, remember that during this live streams we have a live chat, and in this live chat I want to have a dialogue with you. So during this live stream I will constantly monitor the live chat, and there you can ask me questions. There you can ask me to analyze any instrument you want. If something is not clear in my analysis, you can always ask me in a live chat. And also, what I want to do on today's live stream, I simply want to show you how I analyze the market. I want to teach my trading strategy. I want to show you how I analyze different markets, what exactly I'm looking for, how I am looking for trading opportunities. So I hope you will enjoy that. Nice to see Moni right here, Uzair, nice to see Vanda, Roland right here, Adam, nice to see Yusuf, Ovidio, Jagrash right here, nice to see you all, nice to see you all. So what I wanted to start our today's live stream with, I wanted to warm up analyzing New Zealand yen pair with you. I wanted to show you a trading opportunity there that I spotted in the morning, and there I see very highly probable setup, and I want to show you how exactly I spotted that. And in my trading I rely on technicals, yes, and I am a technical trader, and I apply the so-called multiple time frame analysis. So my analysis is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. First, I analyze higher time frames. The first time frame that I start with is the daily time frame. Then after I analyze the daily, I start analyzing the lower time frames. And on lower time frames, I'm looking for the confirmations of the predictions that I made on a daily. So let's analyze New Zealand yen together, and let me show you what I see right here. First task, traders, is always analyze the market trend. Analyzing the daily time frame, you should know exactly where the market is going. You should analyze the price action, and you should know whether the market is bullish or bearish. And here, analyzing the price action on New Zealand yen, you can see that the market is currently very weak, and you can see that we are trading within a very wide horizontal trading range. You can see that the price right here sets equal highs and equal lows. So we can make a conclusion right here that the market is trading in sideways. Yes, the market is consolidating. Now zooming in the chart, we can spot that locally the market is also consolidating. We can spot right here the range, right? You can see that over here the pair is trading within a wide horizontal trading range. You can see that the price perfectly respects its support, and the price perfectly respects its resistance. And what we know about the ranging market, once we spot the range, we expect that the price will keep trading within the boundaries of that range, respecting its resistance and then respecting its support. And the boundaries of the range give us very safe points to buy and sell the market from. So the support of the range would be the point from where we should look for buying, and the resistance of the range should be the point from where we should look for shorting. So it turned out that this week the price reached the resistance of the range. You can see that the market bounced sharply, and the resistance of the range was reached. Once it was reached, the price here formed a doji candle. And once the market is approaching the point, the structure from where you are planning to buy or sell the market, you should analyze lower time frames and check how the price reacts to that structure on lower time frames. Traders, as always, if something is not clear, always feel free to ask. Nice to see Samir right here. Nice to see Tom. Nice to see Vlad right here. Joseph, Ryan, Ali, Aman, Vandhana. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. So we analyzed the daily time frame over here, right? And we spotted that the market recently reached the resistance. So let's open the 4-hour time frame and let's check how the price reacted to that resistance. And there are different types of confirmations. Some traders use the technical indicators, some traders use some fundamentals as the confirmation, some traders use the order flow analysis or COT data. What I am looking for a reversal price action pattern. So here in the 4-hour time frame, we should analyze the price action again, and we should look for the patterns. And it turned out that approaching the resistance, we nicely retraced from that. We retraced and we set a high level. Then we retested that high. We retested that resistance. And instead of breaking that, the price set equal high. And then we dropped again. So here we see a perfect example of a double top pattern. And the trigger that we are looking for to treat that pattern is the breakout of its horizontal neckline to the downside. You can see that today the price has successfully broken the neckline of that double top. You can see that we have a confirmed breakout right here. So the price has confirmed that bears locally dominate the market. And even though on a daily time frame the market's still bullish, on a 4-hour time frame we already see a decent reversal. So such a pattern we can trade. And trading such a pattern, there are two ways to trade that. The first way is to sell aggressively once the market breaks and closes below the neckline. You just open your position aggressively. The second option is to trade on a retest. And I'm a very conservative trader and I trade on retest always. So my sell limit is lying on a retest of a broken neckline here on New Zealand yen. Stop loss should strictly lie above the resistance that we spotted, right? So our stop loss will lie right here. How about the targets? So here, analyzing the price action, we should analyze the closest strong supports and resistances that we see on a 4-hour. And it turned out that the closest strong support that we see so far on New Zealand yen pair is over here, right? So that can be the goal for our trade. We also have some minor structure right here. Yes, you can see that here we have just some minor structure. And once that structure over here is reached, we can simply move our stop loss to entry and make our position risk-free. So that is the classic example of the range trading. We spotted a strong resistance of the range on a daily. We were patiently waiting for the test of its resistance. Once the resistance was reached, we were looking for confirmation. The price formed double top pattern. We were waiting for a neckline breakout. The price violated that, closed below that, and now we have our sell limit order on a retest. I hope everything is clear, traders. Yusuf says, hi Vasily, is 1-hour chart good for day trading? Of course. I think that 1-hour time frame is very good for intraday trading. Moreover, you can even use the combination. If you want to strictly trade the market within the day, you can use the combination of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1-hour time frame. Yes, so you can analyze the structures on an hourly and then look for the confirmations on 15 minutes short or on 30 minutes short. Yes, that could be your strategy. Vlad says, please give some entry confirmation besides engulfing break of trend line. Yeah, so your entry confirmation, dear Vlad, can be any classic reversal path. It can be the breakout of a wedge. It can be the breakout of the neckline of a head and shoulders. It can be the breakout of a neckline of a triangle formation. There are a lot of different types of confirmation. By the way, traders, let me know in the live chat what do you want me to analyze for you. And I see a question from Alisa. Alisa, let me know what do you want me to ask. So let's analyze pound dollar. And by the way, traders, don't forget to like this live stream as always. Remember that likes are very important. And if you want to support me, please like this live stream and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I wanted to analyze pound dollar up here for you. And here I just want to show you one more way to confirm the reversal. So as always, let's start with the daily. Let's start with the daily and let's check what is happening with the market. You can see that globally, pound dollar is trading in a long-term bearish trend. But reaching that structurally, the market started a correctional movement, and now we are trading in a minor bullish trend here on the daily. And recently the pair reached that resistance cluster. Take a look, traders. That resistance cluster was very important for the market participants in the past, and you can see that many times in a row that resistance cluster was respected. You can see that just recently, once that resistance cluster was reached, the price formed a very nice high momentum bearish candle approaching that resistance. And now we see the test of that resistance again. You can see that here on a daily time frame we formed a very cute doji candle, and we also got multiple rejections. What do I mean by the rejections? I mean that the wicks of that candle are bigger than the bodies of this candle, and it usually signifies a strong bearish pressure from the key level. So we assume that from that resistance we may see a pullback. But again, in order to confirm that, we need to analyze the intraday time frames first and look for some price action confirmation. So let's open a 4-hour time frame and let's analyze what is happening over here. And analyzing the price action here on the 4-hour time frame, I guess, traders, we can spot right here a very nice example of a head and shoulders pattern. Yes, another classic reversal pattern. Yes, and what do we know about that pattern? Once the price breaks its neckline to the downside, it gives a very strong reversal confirmation. But it is very important for us to draw the neckline properly. It is very important for us to correctly identify the boundaries of the neckline. One way is to say that here is the neckline, is that it is already broken. However, if we draw the neckline this way, we will neglect the price action over here, the recent price action, the resistance from where just recently the market dropped. So you can see that here we have one more resistance. And technically speaking, in order to not be caught by a false breakout, it is highly recommendable to unite these two structures in one. And it is better to see that that white yellow area is the white neckline of that head and shoulders pattern. So the breakout on pound dollar pair will be confirmed only when the price breaks and closes below that entire yellow cluster. But once the market closes below that, it will confirm that bears dominate the market, and it will give us a trigger to short the market. Let me know, traders, if you follow. Let me know if everything is clear, and don't forget to like this live stream, and don't forget to let me know what do you want me to analyze. So we will be waiting for a 4-hour candle close below the neckline right here in the pound dollar. Once the 4-hour candle closes below, we can look for shorting, and we can short the pair on a retest. Shorting the pair on a retest, we can sell from here, set our stop loss either above the right shoulder or the head. Yes, the most conservative way is to set it above the head, and we can expect a bearish continuation. Where will be the targets? First of all, we have a very strong support right here. And if you don't like the risk to reward to that support, you can simply move your stop loss to entry once that support is reached. And you can aim at the next strong support. Your next strong support will be over here. So here would be your trade on pound dollar pair. So let me say that again. For now, we are patiently waiting for a breakout of the neckline. Only when it is broken, only when the 4-hour candle closes below that, only then a coming bearish movement will be confirmed. Yeah, so nice to see Jack right here. Nice to see you all traders. I see so many people watching this live stream. And can you explain the retracement and liquidity pattern for trade entries? Adam, I don't really know what exactly is the liquidity pattern. Probably it is something about the smart money concept, and unfortunately I have no experience trading the smart money concept. Considering the retracements, so I hope you got the point that we predict that the market will retrace only when we get the price action confirmation. And here on pound dollar, we predict the retracement. We will predict the retracement only after breakout of the neckline right here. And yeah, so I see a question about Aussie yen. Yes, I promised Rufo to analyze Aussie yen, so let's check this one and analyze. By the way, on Aussie yen pair yesterday, I caught a losing trade. So yesterday on Aussie yen pair, I spotted with my students. Let me show you. With my students, we were monitoring the daily time frame, and we spotted that resistance. We were monitoring the reaction of the price to that resistance on an hourly time frame, and we spotted right here a triple top with my students, right? We spotted that triple top over here, and we decided to short on the retest of its broken neckline. And it turned out that the price then bounced, and that structure was violated. So here we caught a losing trade. Now let's discuss what to expect from the pair next. So returning back to a daily time frame, here is our resistance, right? And remember, traders, that for us, the breakout of that resistance will be confirmed only when the daily candle closes above that. While the market closes on that or below that, we still remain bearish biased. So for now, I consider that breakout right here to be fake, and I will be bullish on the pair only when the price breaks and closes above this one on the daily time frame. Yes, so I hope you got my perspective. Now, let me know, traders, what else do you want me to analyze for you? Also, please give me yes in the live chat if you want me to analyze gold. I see some questions about gold, so let me know. And I also saw a question from Ryan about the targets, how to determine the targets. Ryan, when you are planning to trade the market, when you are planning to short, you should analyze the structures and simply look for the closest strong support. If you're planning to buy, you should look for the closest strong resistances, and these structures will be your targets. Also, I promised to analyze oil. Van Hanna asked to analyze oil, so let's analyze oil, and after that, I promised traders we will take a look at gold. Traders, don't forget to like this live stream. And by the way, thank you so much for the participation. I truly appreciate that you are constantly involved in the process. You are commenting my thoughts, and sometimes we do not agree with each other, sometimes we agree, and that is great that we can have a dialogue. So let's take a look at oil. Yeah, and traders, yesterday, by the way, I posted a video on YouTube with the fresh analysis for WTI crude oil. And yesterday, I predicted a local bearish movement. If you missed that, definitely watch it. There you can get the explanation why the market dropped yesterday. But now, what is happening with oil from a current perspective? I want to remind you that earlier on the previous live stream, we spotted that WTI crude oil is approaching that major resistance cluster, right? We have a very strong supply area that the market is approaching right now. And approaching that, the price formed over here a doji candle. It makes me think that the market may retrace from that structure. And you can see that so far, analyzing the 4-hour, the market is nicely falling from that. And analyzing the price action here on a 4-hour time frame on the WTI crude oil, take a look what I spotted. If we take that structure level and draw a trend line, we have over here this rising trend line. Then if we take that high over here and draw one more trend line, you can see that here on WTI crude oil, we have a perfect example of the rising wedge pattern. And we see the contraction of a price action within the boundaries of that wedge. And traders, I think a bearish breakout of the support of the wedge may push the market lower. And if the price breaks and closes below that, then we will see a bearish continuation. And returning back to the question about the targets, how to determine the targets, let's look left and let's find our closest strong support here in WTI crude oil. Our next closest strong support will be over here. Yes, we can easily recognize that. So if the price breaks and closes below the support of the wedge over here, we'll expect a bearish movement to that support. Yes, I hope it is clear. Those who are planning to buy, those who are looking for buying opportunities on WTI crude oil, those should patiently wait for a breakout of that entire white-yellow area on a daily. We will be bullish on WTI crude oil only after a breakout of that. While the market is trading below that or within that, we still remain bearish biased. I hope it is clear, traders. Let me know if everything is clear. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And as I promised, the next instrument that we will analyze will be gold. So let's take a look. And I see a question from eSort. Can this be applied in crypto trading? Of course it can. And as you know, those who knew me for quite a while knew that I do occasionally trade crypto. I have, by the way, the separate watch list for cryptos. You can see the cryptos that I personally monitor. Yes, even though I have quite limited crypto watch list, still I occasionally take the trades, and the trades on the crypto instruments are the price action based as well. Yeah, so let's return back to gold and let's analyze what is happening right here. So first of all, traders, the first thing to know, as always, is that earlier we spotted together the breakout of that horizontal structure. Yes, we spotted that resistance, we spotted the breakout of that, the daily candle closed above that, and we made the prediction that after retest the price will bounce. The price bounced, but at the same time we made the conclusion that the market is becoming weaker and weaker at the moment. And why we think so? The main reason why we think so is the fact that analyzing the 4-hour time frame, here we can spot a classic rising wedge pattern, right? Why this pattern signifies the exhaustion? Because if we analyze the momentum over here, if we measure the angle of this movement, you can see how sharply we were moving right here. Yes, you can see how sharply the market was growing. But then the angle of a bullish movement has changed. And you can see that here is our current angle. So we are not that sharply bullish as we previously were. And it makes me think that the market is too overbought at the moment. And for that exact reason, I suggest waiting for a pullback on gold first before you buy. If you buy gold now, you will buy extremely overbought market, and probabilities will be high that you will be stopped out from your trade before the market starts growing again. I hope it is clear. By the way, traders, let me know what are your expectations from gold so far. Do you agree with my thoughts or not? Let me know in the live chat. So our plan would be to wait for a pullback first, and the initiation of a correctional movement on gold will be confirmed after breakout of the support of the wedge, traders. So if we break and close below the support of the wedge, we will expect a bearish movement. Now let's discuss from where it will be safe for us to look for buying opportunities on gold. But first, don't forget to like this live stream and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So returning back to a daily time frame, let's analyze the structures. Looking left at structure and analyzing the horizontal key levels, the closest strong key level that I see right here on gold is that structure. That structure is based on the historical price action. And you can see that 3 times in a row in the past that structure was respected, and from that we saw very strong bearish movements. So that will be the first strong support from where I would look for a trend following trade. One more very important structure to watch is the trend line based. If we take that structure low and draw a trend line, you can see that over here we have a very strong rising trend line. And so far, you can see how perfectly the market participants respect that. So from that trend line, we will also look for buying opportunities. So traders, let me conclude. On the 4-hour time frame, we spotted that the market is slowing down. Yes, we see the rising wedge pattern. And we will be bearish locally on gold once the price breaks and closes below the support of the wedge. Then the correctional movement will most likely initiate, and we will look for buying opportunities either from a trend line or from a horizontal structure. Yes, I hope it is clear. Now, let me know, traders, if you have any questions. I see questions about CAD yen, about pound Aussie, and Aussie dollar. Yeah, so let's take a look at Aussie dollar first, and then we will analyze CAD yen. What is up with Aussie dollar here? Opening this one on a daily, we can see that similar to pound dollar here, Aussie dollar is trading in a long-term bearish trend. Yes, and reaching that structure low, we started a correctional movement. So even though the local trend right here is bullish, global trend remains bearish. And our task is to look for the point from where the next bearish wave may initiate. Zooming in the chart, you can see that here on the left, we have a very important horizontal structure. You can see that here on the left, we have that structural resistance from where in the recent past the strong bearish rally initiated. And you can see that today we are approaching that structure. So from that structure, the next strong bearish movement may initiate. Now let me show you what I spotted. I saw somewhere here trend line. Yeah, we have rising trend line over here. And yeah, So far we have this rising trend line right here that for now serves as a very strong support, and also right here we have a very strong support. So we have this two supports to where the market can easily drop from that resistance. So if a bearish movement initiates from that, I guess the market can easily reach at least that support around 69 level. Now let's take a look what is happening on intraday time frames. Opening a 4-hour time frame, we see a very nice rejection from that resistance. You can see that the wick of that candle is bigger than the body of that candle, and the market is currently approaching that intraday structure support. Right, we have a very nice intraday support cluster over here. So I think that a bearish movement on Aussie dollar will be confirmed after violation of that support to the downside. If we close below that on the 4-hour, it will confirm the strengths of sellers, and then most likely the pair will drop, right? So that is what I see here on Aussie dollar. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk success, gold will drop. As I mentioned, my friend, gold is slowing down. Yes, it is slowing down, but while it trades within the boundaries of the wedge, it remains bullish. So we will predict a bearish movement on gold only after breakout of the support of the wedge. Yes, I hope it is clear. Now, CAD yen. Val asked to analyze CAD yen, so let's take a look at this instrument together. What is up with CAD yen? So CAD yen pair is trading in a bearish trend, right? You can see that the market keeps setting right here the level lows and level highs. And analyzing the price action right here on CAD yen pair, take a look what I spotted. If we take that structure high and draw a trend line, we may spot right here this major falling trend line. And you can see that many times in the recent past that trend line was nicely respected. And after each test of that trend line, the price set new level lows. So that trend line is extremely important. And now let's check how the price reacts to this one on the 4-hour time frame. Analyzing the reaction of the price to that trend line on the 4-hour, we can spot right here a classic example of the triple top pattern, right? You can see that here we have 3 equal highs, perfectly respecting that trend line. And then the price was respecting that minor horizontal support. It turned out that this morning the price violated the neckline of this triple top to the downside. The price closed below that. It makes me think that probabilities will be high that the pair will keep falling. And so far I would expect a bearish continuation to that support first, and then the market will most likely drop lower, and the next goal then will be that support. So the outlook for CAD yen is very bearish. The market will most likely drop, and we are expecting a bearish movement from that trend line, right? I hope it is clear. Yes, and I'm kindly asking not to spam in the live chat. I always answer to all your questions, and even though I occasionally miss them, I always return back to all your questions. So please respect the others and don't spam in the live chat. Now, what we will analyze next? Anthony asked to analyze EURUSD, and Oliver asked to analyze Bitcoin. So these two instruments we will analyze then. Let's first analyze EURUSD. What is up with EURUSD? Similar to pound dollar, similar to Aussie dollar, EURUSD is trading in a global bearish trend. And recently reaching that low in September, the market started to trade in a minor bullish trend. And so far we consider this bullish movement to be a correctional movement within this global bearish trend. And now analyzing the structures, you can see traders that this week important resistance was reached on euro dollar. You can see that analyzing the structure on a daily, we reached that resistance, and from that resistance we were nicely rejected. Yes, so the market may start a bearish movement from that structure resistance. Now let's check what is happening on 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, what we can spot over here is the let's draw it from here. We have a rising trend line over here, and we have a rising trend line over here, so that we have kind of a weird wedge pattern here on euro dollar as well. So I would recommend waiting for a bearish breakout of that trend line. If the price breaks and closes below that on a 4-hour, it will most likely initiate some correctional movement on euro dollar. So that rising wedge pattern is on focus right now. Traders, don't forget to like this live stream and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the live chat on YouTube. So I promised to analyze Bitcoin. So let's take a look the current situation. Let's take a look what is happening with Bitcoin at the moment. Opening a daily time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is unstoppable, and you can see that from the beginning of the year the market grows like crazy. And it turned out that the market recently reached that structural resistance. And so far, you can see that the market is coiling on that. We have multiple rejections to the downside, to the upside, and these weird candles here on the daily signify the local indecision on Bitcoin. Now let's analyze how the price reacts to that structure on intraday time frames. Opening a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that the market is currently ranging. Right, we can spot that we have a very nice and strong horizontal support right here, and we have a very nice and strong horizontal resistance right here, and the price is currently stuck between these two structures, right? So that we are trading within that horizontal trading range. And as always, the future direction of the market will be determined by the breakout. And what I would recommend you right here on Bitcoin, I would recommend you waiting for a breakout of the boundaries of the resistance of the range or of the support of the range. So if the price breaks and closes above that resistance, we will expect a bullish continuation. And our next resistance, our next goal will be over here. Yes, returning back to a daily time frame, you can see that that will be our next goal for buyers if the price breaks the resistance of the range. Returning back to a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that our closest strong support is right here on Bitcoin. So if the price breaks and closes the support of that range, the market will drop to that support then. Let me know, by the way, in the live chat, traders, what are your personal expectations from a crypto market? Do you believe that Bitcoin will keep growing, or do you think that it is very overbought and the correctional movement is coming? Let me know. So what else we will analyze then? And I see relaxation constantly asked to analyze EURUSD. And many of the members promised you, my friend, not to spam. So I will analyze EURUSD at the end of this live stream. Now, dollar cat. I saw a question from Zoda about dollar cat. So let's analyze the price action on dollar cat here together. What is up with dollar cat? So here the first thing to do is to analyze the key levels, because the price action here on dollar cat at the moment is very weird, to be honest. And analyzing the key levels, we can spot a very strong support over here, and we can spot a very strong resistance over here. And technically speaking, at the moment, dollar CAD pair is stuck between these two structures. Also, what else do we have here on dollar CAD? We also have a trend line, right? We have this very strong trend line. So based on that structure analysis, we can make a prediction that if the price breaks and closes below that support, the market will go lower. And our next goal for sellers will be the next strong support. And our next strong support will be over here, right? If the price, however, breaks and closes above that resistance, we will expect a bullish movement to that trend line. Yes, it will be the bullish scenario. And at the moment, the market is closer and closer to that support. Those who want to buy dollar CAD pair, I would recommend to wait for the test of that support, and once it is reached, wait for confirmation right here to buy the market. As you remember, by confirmation, we mean a reversal price action pattern that is formed on intraday time frames, right? So that is what I see. Alisa says, how does one over trade? I think, Alisa, such a thing happens when, occasionally, the market is weird, and occasionally there are new setups to trade. Occasionally, there are new conditions for entries, and one does overtrade when one starts forcing the trading setups. Once one starts finding the trading setups that do not meet the conditions of his trading plan. Yes, I hope you got what I said. So occasionally there are periods when the market is too chaotic, and when it is better to stay away from trading that. And when you cannot let yourself stop, it is the perfect indication that you over trade, right? I hope I answered your question. Now, S&P 500 index. The next instrument that we will analyze is S&P 500, and then we will analyze Euro Yen. Traders, let me know if you have any questions. Also, traders, don't forget to like this live stream and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So Euro Yen pair. Let's check what is up with this one on a daily. And the situation on Euro Yen is very tricky. It turned out that recently the market bounced sharply. Here on Euro Yen, we got a very strong structure support from where the price bounced. And on the Euro Yen pair, we got this major falling trend line. And the price has successfully violated that trend line to the upside, and we closed above that on a daily. Our closest strong resistance that we may spot on Euro Yen is over here. And for now, I am expecting a bullish movement from that trend line to that resistance. So on Euro Yen, I am very bullish, and I think that the market may bounce. Now let's briefly check what is happening on an hourly time frame, if we have any confirmation. So far, we don't have any confirmation right here. So far, I simply make a prediction that the market will keep growing. Yes, this one looks very bullish to me. When do you delete your limit orders? When is the setup invalid on New Zealand yen? Question from Tom. Tom, basically, once the market, when you spot the pattern, when you spot, let me draw the example for you. Imagine you see a key structure, and you can see that the market is steadily growing, and then the price reaches that structure. One of the ways to know where to cancel your trade is to measure the range of the pattern that you trade. For example, over here we have a double top. The market is approaching that resistance and the price formed a double top. You can measure the range of that double top and project it from the neckline of that. And once the market violates the projected range of that pattern, you remove your limit order, right? I hope such a logic is clear to you, Tom. Now, what will be next? Next, we will analyze S&P 500 index, and then we will analyze EURUSD and EURUSWISS. So, S&P 500 index. Let's take a look. By the way, this weekend I made a prediction on S&P 500 index. I made a prediction that from that structure the market will bounce. And so far, the first goal of this prediction is reached. But what is next? So it turned out, traders, that S&P 500 set a new high close here on the daily. You can see that the price has successfully violated that structure to the upside. But today we see a very strong bearish momentum, and it makes me think that breakout here on S&P 500 index is false. And for that reason, for now, I would let the market correct itself. Yes, I would wait for some correctional movement on S&P 500 index first. You can see that so far that is our closest strong support that we see on a daily. So I would look for buying opportunities from the support. Now let's briefly check the situation on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we formed over here a double top. Right, we formed a double top with the level high right here, and we successfully violated its neckline to the downside. So with a very high probability, the index will keep falling. So be prepared for a bearish continuation over here. Now, EURUSD pair. So if you follow my free Telegram channel, you know that on EURUSD I made that prediction. Let's open it daily. On the daily, it can be better recognizable. So on EURUSD on Friday, I spotted this bullish setup. Right here on EURUSD, I spotted that the market is trading in a bullish trend. The market started a correctional movement within this wedge pattern, and within that wedge, a triple bottom formation was formed. And I made a prediction that after a breakout, the market will start growing. Instead, it turned out that that breakout over here was false. And you can see that today, the pair dropped, and we set a new lower low here on a daily. So now, definitely that setup is no more valid. Yes, and from a current perspective, the breakout here is considered to be false. But what is next? Analyzing the structure here on a daily time frame, we can see that our next strong support on EURUSD is over here. Yes, that is the next strong support that was respected 3 times in a row in the recent past. So I think that from that support we may see a pullback, and for now I make a prediction that from that support we will see a retracement, right? And once I spot a decent trading opportunity, once I spot a decent confirmation, I will definitely post the update on my free Telegram channel. By the way, traders, all the links to my social networks are in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. The next instrument that we will analyze probably will be EURUSWISS. Dennis says, how much is the premium group, sir? My friend, you can check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. There you can see the price list of my services and the description of my premium services. Alisa says, give a live example how we spot demand zone and its boundaries to draw them, please. So Alisa, here on EURUSD we have a perfect example of the demand zone. So In order to draw the demand zone properly, there are very simple rules to follow. So first of all, you analyze the price action, and your task is to find the lowest point from where bullish movement initiated. Among this bearish movements, among these bearish waves, that wick over here is the lowest. So it will be the lower boundary of your demand zone. Your upper boundary of the demand zone will be the lowest candle close of these three bearish price action legs. Your lowest candle close is over here. So it is your upper boundary for demand zone. So that is your zone of demand, right? I hope, Alisa, I hope that it is clear. And I see questions from Ashish and Ryan about dollar yen pair and silver. So let's open dollar yen first. Yes, and let's check the situation on dollar yen. Traders, here are the drawings from our previous live stream. And as you remember, on a dollar yen pair, we spotted that the market is trading in a bearish trend and that the price keeps following this falling trend line. And so far, we made a prediction that the next bearish movement will initiate from that trend line. So what we are looking for here on dollar yen, we are patiently waiting for the test of that trend line first. Yes, that is the first condition that we are looking for. And then we are looking for the confirmation to short, expecting a bearish movement. Those who want to buy dollar yen, those should strictly wait for a bullish breakout of that trend line first. Only when the price breaks and closes above this one on a daily, only then a bullish continuation on dollar yen pair will be expected. Yes, I hope it is clear. Traders, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like this live stream. Silver. What is up with silver? So here on silver, we got a false breakout of that support. Here is, by the way, my latest structure analysis for silver, and you can see that here we got its false breakout. Even though the price didn't manage to close below that, you can see that the market dropped substantially. So here I think that this structure here is no more valid. And now I think that here is our support. Yes, our support is now that cluster. So technically speaking, at the moment, silver is trading within the horizontal range. Here is our resistance and here is our support. And the future direction of the market will be determined by a breakout. If you think that silver is bullish, if you want to buy, you should wait for a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range. Yes, if we close above this one on a daily, we'll expect a bullish continuation on silver. If the price breaks the support of the range, then we will drop to that support. Yes, so far that is the plan. You can see that we were growing sharply for some time and now the market is very weak and indecisive. And for a quite long period of time we are trading within that range. So I don't know how much the price will spend within the boundaries of that range. One thing is clear, the breakout will quite accurately indicate us the future direction of the market. Now, I see a question from Anthony. Vasily Cheater, what have you to say on the inverted head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour time frame on pound Swiss? Let's check. I don't really remember if we have the inverted head and shoulders pattern on the pound Swiss on the 4-hour, but let's analyze this one. Yeah, let's check. First, let's analyze the daily time frame. By the way, let's try to get what is up with the pair at the moment. Analyzing the key levels on the pound Swiss pair on the daily, we can see that the market is currently stuck between two structures. From one side, we have that resistance over here. Let me, by the way, change the color. Yeah, so we have that resistance, very strong structural resistance right here. The price formed a doji candle approaching that, and the next day the market dropped. From another side, however, we have the support. Right here is our strong support. So we are trading between these two structures. Let's check, by the way, if we have also some trend line right here. And we also have a trend line. Yeah. So the situation right here is very tricky on pound Swiss pair at the moment. We have this rising wedge. We have two very important horizontal structures. And the market is currently stuck within a very narrow range between these two structures. Now, opening a 4 hour, you see the inverted head and shoulders pattern. Unfortunately, I don't see the inverted head and shoulders pattern here, to be honest. So you can send me the screenshot of your chart after the live stream and I will check. But for now, I definitely don't see the pattern right here. So what I would recommend you traders here on pound Swiss, if you want to short, wait for a breakout of that support. If the price breaks and closes below the boundaries of that support, then the market will drop lower. But if the price breaks and closes above that strong resistance, we will go higher. Yes, that is for now our plan to follow right here. I see a question from Forex about pound dollar pair. My friend, we started today's live stream analyzing the pound dollar pair. Please check the recording because there I explain in details how exactly I would recommend shorting the pair. So please check the recording. By the way, what is up with gold for now? For now, again, the price respects the support of the wedge. Let's see if the price will manage to set a new high again, respecting the support of that wedge. Now, Alisa says, give a little example how we spot demand zone. Yeah, this one I explained. Tom says, how many confluences do you look for when you want to trade high probability setups? So, Tom, as always, rule is very simple. The more is better. Yeah, the more is the better. So, occasionally we have just a key structure and just one pattern, but occasionally we have a key structure, we have a confluence with a major trend line, we have multiple price action confirmations, and of course more patterns, more confirmations, more structures, more confluences we have, higher is the chance that the setup will play out, right? So you can even backtest the strategy this way. You can see that horizontal structure and just a price action pattern gives, for example, 50% win rate. Reversal pattern, key structure, and the trend line give 60%. So you can measure the difference and find the optimal win rate that suits you. Yeah, I hope it is clear. So what we will analyze next? Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, so if something is not clear in my analysis, always feel free to ask. Yeah, and I see a question from Samir about NASDAQ index. Samir, let's analyze. By the way, in my list for today, I have NASDAQ index. So I have some things to say about this one. Let's check. So important decision is ahead on NASDAQ index. So recently we bounced sharply. Yes, recently we saw a very strong bullish movement. And the price has successfully violated that strong resistance. Yes, that resistance over here was broken to the upside. Now we see the retest of that structure. Yes, now the market is retesting that broken structure. And I think that from that broken structure, the market may initiate a bullish movement. So for now, I remain very bullish biased on NASDAQ index. And I would recommend you patiently wait and monitor the intraday price action. Look for a reversal pattern within that yellow area. And once you spot some pattern, that will give you a perfect confirmation to buy NASDAQ index, expecting a bullish movement at least to current structure high. Alternatively, a bearish breakout of that yellow structure may push the market lower. our next strong support and focus will be that structure then, right? So these two structures are on focus right now. Yusuf says, is there any MA you use in your trading? So to be honest, I have a lot of indicators on trading view that are flagged and that I occasionally use, but to be frank, in my view, moving average is very good for long-term productions. So for investing, moving average is a very good indicator. But for intraday trading, for day trading, personally, to me, it is very hard to follow that because it constantly, with the candle, it constantly changes its angle and it just distracts me. So I found, so to me, price action pattern is more important than the moving average. But I know that there are a lot of traders who use moving average, so I don't say that it is bad. I just say that I don't personally like it for day trading. Yeah. Now, Alisa says, please analyze New Zealand cat pair. Of course, with great pleasure. By the way, New Zealand yen keeps falling. Yeah, New Zealand yen keeps falling. What is up with CAD yen? CAD yen is falling from the broken neckline. Yeah, fingers crossed that this one will keep falling. By the way, yesterday on TradingView and on my Free Telegram channel, I shared this signal for New Zealand yen. And traders, it was so funny when the market was approaching the stop loss. I received, I think, around 30 messages on Telegram asking what to do. And traders, remember that in trading, once your stop loss is placed, once your take profits are chosen, you should patiently sit and wait. Yes, that is the only way to win in this game. If you will keep staring at the chart, constantly thinking if you are right or wrong, trust me, you will lose all your money in this game. Yes, you should learn to be patient. If you are stopped out, then look for the next trade. Yes, if you win, then look for the next trade. Yes, that is the main rule over here. So, New Zealand cat pair. By the way, traders, don't forget to like this live stream. I hope that you enjoy my speech. By the way, don't forget to share your feedbacks. As always, your feedbacks are very important. So if you have something to say, if you have some propositions, how can I improve the quality of this live streams, also let me know in the live chat. As you know, I always personally read your comments, so your opinion is truly very important for me. So, New Zealand cat. Let's check what we have over here on New Zealand cat. So, the first thing to note is that recently New Zealand cat has violated that structure cluster. Yes, we got a very important structure cluster, and from that structure cluster, the price bounced. By the way, I think for New Zealand cat pair last week, I shared the forecast. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this one. So last week the market was approaching that support, and we spotted together this confirmation on an hourly time frame. The price formed the inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, and that is how nicely the price bounced from that. So it turned out that the price retested the highs right here and set the equal high, and now we are falling again. So now we can easily conclude that New Zealand cat pair is trading within the range. Yes, we have the horizontal trading range right here where the pair is stuck at the moment. And for now, I would recommend looking for buying opportunities from the support of that range. Yes, from here, wait for the test of the lower boundary of the range, and then wait for a confirmation to buy. From here, we will look for a pullback trade. And again, once I spot the confirmation, I will definitely post an update on my free Telegram channel. So don't forget to subscribe. Maksud says, hi Vasily, can you explain what is institutional candles? So, Maksud, it is just the language game. So, The rejection candles, the doji candles, the morning stars, shooting stars, these all are, in some sense, the how you said, the institutional candles. Yes, it is just the language game. The smart money concept traders, they call these candles the institutional candles. I call these candles the candlestick patterns. Yes, it is all same, but the explanations are a bit different. Yes, so that is what can I say. I don't personally know the institutional candles, but I know that it is pretty the same idea. Tom says, any tips for high risk to reward setups? Tom, the best the best advice to you to follow is that do not be greedy. I knew that watching Instagram, watching the reels, watching TikTok, we see this we see the featuring trades with 10 to 1 risk to reward, 20 to 1 risk to reward, this so-called sniper entries. But remember the fact that bigger is your desired reward, lower is the chance that the market will reach your target. Yes. So personally, to me, 2 to 1 risk to reward is already a good risk to reward. And for me, that is more than enough. Do you refer to fundamentals too, says Ryan? So, Ryan, I frequently check the economic calendar. Yes, I do agree that fundamentals are important. Yes, and definitely fundamentals are the main driver of the financial markets. But I don't trade the fundamentals. Yes, I watch the fundamentals simply because the important cues indicate me the highly volatile days. That's it. But I personally don't trade the news. Do you follow other top traders? If you can suggest few for follow, says Ahmed. Ahmed, let me. You definitely know the trading channel. This guy is very good, yes, and I really like his work. And even though, I already know all the materials that he explains, I occasionally watch his videos because, yeah, I really enjoy his work. Also, the moving average guy is very nice. Adi, I guess. He's very good. He's very good, and I like his work as well. And about the old guys who are not present on YouTube anymore, you can check Jason Stapleton. Jason Stapleton definitely is the best one I ever watched. Yes, the best trading coach I ever met. So you can definitely check him. Emmanuel says, how do you identify good resistance and support? My friend, that is simple. We just check how the price reacted to different levels in the past. Yes, you just check the points, the areas that were important for the market participants in the past, and you simply underline them. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that basically. By the way, on my YouTube channel, there is a playlist. Learn structure analysis. You can check it. Dozens of structure analysis lessons are there, so you can watch it. Delisa says, please, Vasily, how to read fundamentals. Alisa, read fundamentals and yeah, just read them. I don't really get what do you mean by that, but if you want to master technical analysis, I would recommend you to stay away from fundamentals because fundamentals will distract you. Only when you mature in technical analysis, only then you can learn to combine fundamentals with technicals. While you are learning, focus just on technicals. Alright, traders, I guess and how to use the trading stops is Tom, check on my YouTube channel. Just search how to use trailing stop. I recorded a big video explaining how to apply a trailing stop wisely. So I guess that is the best moment for us to finish, traders. I really enjoyed today's live stream. Yes, we got a very nice discussion today, a lot of questions. We analyzed so many instruments together. So I'm really happy. And I'm really happy that you constantly participate. I'm happy that you are asking questions. I really enjoyed. And if you want to see more live streams like that, definitely let me know. Yes, your opinion is very important. Also, if you want to learn my trading strategy, if you want to see how I trade live on a daily basis, don't forget to check my trading academy. It is on my website, vasilytrader.com. You can check the info about my premium course there, about the signal service. And also, you can always text me on Telegram or Instagram. I will always give you the details. Don't forget to subscribe to my social networks, the Telegram channel, the Instagram, Twitter. Don't forget to like this live stream, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for being with me today, dear traders.